Pisces, welcome to Gracie's Gamut. Today I will be doing your love and relationship reading for the time period of February 7th to the 13th, 2022. Please remember that this is a general reading. It is not a personal read. Take what's for you and leave the rest for whoever it may be meant for. Let's take a, I feel like Queen of the Moon Oracle for you guys to start off your reading. A little guidance here. What do we have? We have darkness. Feels a little lonely here. I feel like someone is withdrawn from other people. I don't like that. I don't like that starting your reading off here, Pisces. But I gotta call it as I see it, or as I feel it, in this case. I will read from the book for that a little bit for you guys, but what I'm getting off is like distancing yourself from others, possibly. Could be, you know what, too? I kind of get this feeling like distancing yourself from someone you have feelings for. You may think that they're up to no good, or maybe you're just the jealous type. That happens. We don't mean to be like that, most of us. We don't mean to feel like that, but you can get, especially when you fall in love with somebody, you could get very protective of them or whatever, but it feels like you're trying to distance yourself from it. You're trying to distance yourself from someone's energy here. You have attraction. Bringing good things into here. I feel like you've been wanting, some of you have been wanting new love in your life here, or a renewed energy, maybe feeling like your relationship is at a standstill, or getting dreary for some of you, getting I don't want to say boring. That's not what I want to say, because I don't think you're bored with it. I think that it feels like it's beginning to be the mundane, and you want to find ways to feel more attractive, possibly, or attract your person to you. This could be about new love as well, and attracting someone else in, because you're ready. I think some of you have been alone a little while, or felt lonely, and it's time. You know, as we get older too, our friends go and get married and such, and if you don't go on that path right away, or maybe you went to school first or whatever, it's like everyone else moved on and created families or whatever, and maybe you're still single, or if you're with someone you really haven't married or thought about marrying. These two cards have been coming up a lot together. We have resilience. Bouncing back. I feel like bouncing back after either a bad breakup, or any kind of breakup is bad, isn't it, though? So I feel like it's beginning to bounce back. You're still carrying the load, though, here. You're still carrying around possibly some regrets. I'm feeling like regrets from someone. It takes time, but I feel like you're healing and you're ready. Some of you are ready to attract new love in here. Don't get too standoffish here. Whatever's going on here, this energy over here, is I feel like retreating into yourself a little bit. But maybe you need that hermit time, you know, that hermit energy going on over here, being by yourself. Like I said, I am going to read from the book on these as well. Take what I feel from the cards, and whatever, when I read, whatever the card itself says, because you may get something out of either thing here. You have boundaries. Setting up these personal boundaries, guys. I think that some people are I think some people let others, I don't want to say, my first thing that I instinct to say was stepping on toes. I'm not sure who that pertains to. Take it as it resonates. I feel like maybe you need to set up personal boundaries for others for you. I think someone has gotten too comfortable, or maybe a few someone's got too comfortable with talking to you any kind of way. And it might not even be real bad, but I feel like it could be like when you're, it's like, we've all had that friend where they're like, they just are crass and they say whatever, and they could say some crap about your hair, and it's always in front of people you wouldn't want to hear that conversation, and you feel uncomfortable. That's what I'm getting from this. That's what I feel. Okay, we are going to read from the book. We got the number 40 here. Darkness. You are entering a time of introversion, a leaner time, or a time to turn inward to plan and strategize. It is time to do shadow work, which will bring big dividends later on. Release what no longer works for you. Yeah. That might be with this hermit. I was feeling kind of hermit energy over here. Needing to find your boundaries, needing to find your boundaries, set the boundaries, needing to set boundaries, not, recuperating from losses or situations that may have drained energy from you. It feels like that's very important. And I think some of you are taking the time out for yourself. That might be that drawing. Don't go too far into wanting to be alone. That's what I feel like saying. That's not going to obviously be for everybody, but if you have a tendency to get depressed or begin to feel like you're in a depressive state, do not pull away from others. I feel like I need to say more about that card. I feel like somebody's going through something, and I feel like I need to express this here. Somebody may be in a depression, a state of depression. You've been singling yourself, staying, like, not going anywhere. If you live alone, you just stay to yourself. If you live with anybody else, you stay in your room or whatever. You're not doing things like maybe you used to, or as often either. I feel like you've almost gotten to the point where, if you go to work, you come home and you just want to, take a bath and go and, go off to yourself and with quiet time, and you really don't want to talk to anybody. Be very mindful of that. Be very careful of that, because that could so quickly lead. If you're doing like an introspection of yourself and self-reflection maybe time, that could be, but don't, if there's sadness involved from maybe a breakup or whatever, or being lonely, putting yourself in the position of being alone is just going to make that feeling worse. Just, I know it's hard, but try to get out. Try to at least talk to others, do something fun, do some things that you like to do. That'll turn it around for you just a little bit here. You have attraction. You can be magnetic to others and attract the good things in life. You can repel what you no longer wish to attract. Be ready for opportunity. Avoid extremes that might cause negative imbalance in your body or mind. Think of connections greater than yourself. Okay, so I really feel like this came after this card, because it's all about taking care of yourself physically, mentally, your energy source around you, replenishing that. Don't expend too many thoughts on negative thoughts. I know it's hard when you're in a negative mode, but try to think happier thoughts. Say happy things. I mean, even if you don't mean it at the time, you're putting it out there to the universe, and you can expect to get positive backflow. All right, let's see. Number 21. Resilience. Making mistakes builds resilience. I have learned my lessons from the mistakes I have made. I stand strong. I am an adult and I act with self-responsibility. Having resilience allows us the solidity and yet the freedom to grow and to take the leap to the next level. It allows us to reach higher with a stability that makes things less risky and allows us to create with a bit more pleasure. Remember, mistakes are simply information gathering. That's it. The less drama and guilt and shame you attach to them, the better. The experience of failure or mistakes is simply one of learning. That is all. Learn from it and move on. Take your time for yourself if you need to heal in a situation, but don't stay in that state of mind for too long. It's hard to get out of it once you're in there. Okay, we have the number 12. Boundaries. Judging what you need and what you don't need allows you to place healthy boundaries. You teach people how to treat you. Judge what is healthy and right for you with clarity and care. Simplify. In times of sickness or, say, the presence of very strong emotions such as grief, we often naturally simplify. We cut out all the extras that are too hard or too complex at the time. We might not take up an invitation to an event we might have to work at attending. We might only watch a film we know uplifts us. We might only want to see or communicate with friends we know and trust to understand, love and support us, warts and all. We might only choose to spend the depth of our heart and time with a few people rather than many, and we become vastly sensitive to those we now discover take their unfair share of our energy. This feeling I was getting over here, not taking something too far. I think there are some of you here that have had to cut out some people, cut out some things in your life that you realize you begin to not like the way it's making you feel, or not like the way that it's what it's turning you into, I want to say. I'm not sure exactly why that needed to be said, but like you feel like you're turning into somebody that's not you, and that might be this hermit kind of energy going on here, which just don't spend too much time there, you know. All right, Pisces. Let's see here. What do we have for Pisces at this time? Ooh, we have the Strength card. We have the King of Wands. You know what? I'm moving these over. The King of Wands. Yeah, have enough keep enough of this positive, your positive energy, to make sure you're pulling yourself up out of there. Have the strength to come up out of that. Especially if you are someone who is going through depressive moods. Stay strong. Be resilient. Stand tall, and don't. Like I keep wanting to go back. Somebody really needs to hear to get out of the room. Get out of the room. I feel like get out of the room. I don't know. I feel like you're spending too much time alone, and though it feels, I feel like you feel better when you're there. It's not. It's just because you don't want to deal with whatever's going outside of there. I don't like that. The Magician, the Hierophant. What else do we have here for Pisces? We have the Two of Wands here. The Seven of Wands. The Two of Swords. And the Four of Swords as well. All right. And we have the Wounded Warrior here on the bottom of the deck. Nine of Wands. Doing something over and over and until you get it right. That's what this feels like. It's kind of over. That's the card I feel overshadows the reading. Giving you kind of that bearing towards I'm doing it again. I've got to go through this again. This may be another failed relationship, or I'm ready to try it again, as well. That could be making it work this time. Let me get back into this read here. We have the King of Wands. I feel like this is a this part of this might be a time of learning more about yourself. Situation you had to go through recently may have made you rethink how you are, and it might be this intro going back into yourself and needing to clarify things with yourself, kind of energy here. But I think that you know that you need to grow from it. You need to learn from it, and I feel like that's what's going on here. You're having this little bit of time that you're gonna have to take and get things straightened out in your own mind, and the only way you can heal from situations sometimes is to face them head on. That's what I feel like is going on here for some of you. You have the Magician. Manifesting something in. You've got attraction over here as well. Wanting new love, wanting the right kind of love for you, but trying to, holding your arm up, protecting yourself, I feel. You have the Hierophant. Someone has a crush on either a teacher or a boss, somebody in a higher position, I feel. Professor, maybe something in that. I feel like somebody that's teaching you something. It feels like somebody who has a little bit of authority or something. Somebody, you have a little crush on them, I feel. I feel like they are married though, and you should you may even know this. Just I don't think that is a positive thing to get into here. That was kind of spicy. At any rate, no, it's not a good thing to pursue. They feel like you want to, and they probably would. Probably shouldn't have told you that, because now you might step up and do, try it. If it's that big of a pull. Please don't. At any rate, I also feel with this Hierophant that somebody may be getting a wedding proposal or an offer of commitment. This may be, I'm looking over here, this may be somebody, your person may be a fire sign. They may be ready to settle down, ready to build, and I think they got your eyes on you. Okay, we have the Two of Wands. Wondering where we are at this time. Wondering if maybe some of the choices we made in the past should have been different. I feel like somebody is married. I feel like it's a solid marriage, but it comes with that ho-hum feeling I got a little while ago. And you might be thinking on, like, what if I would have, moved out of state like I wanted to, or moved to another country like I wanted to, and maybe this and maybe that, and maybe my life would be a little different. I think that we all play a part in why our lives ending up the way it is, and you can always change things within your life that to you'll never know unless you somehow go to a parallel universe where you did go and did something else other than married or committed to a relationship. So that's just the what ifs. Sometimes we need to. It's okay to what if and all that, and think about what would happen if you had done something differently. But don't dwell on that too much. I feel like saying, because I feel like what you have is good. That's obviously not for everybody. If you got a bad relationship, you just do. If you're in one, if you got a jerk, or somebody who's just being a jerk all the time. Obviously, if you have trouble in your relationship, that's not talking to you. I feel like somebody that is just, there's a little boredom that started. I still don't want to say boredom in a relationship, but you know, I feel like it's getting to be like Groundhog's Day. It's like feels like everything is the same. There's no excitement, and but sometimes you got to build the excitement yourself as well. Remember that. You have the Seven of Wands in the reverse. I feel like it's you got a lot of emotional things going on that's overcoming you at this time. Um, keep This is a warning of needing to keep your strength built up. Take care of your body as well, because we can't really heal mentally or anything if we're not eating properly and drinking enough water, whatever. You know, exercise if you need to, whatever. I'm not going to say anything about exercise to people because, you know, I'm not the authority on that. But I feel like you need to focus more on yourself. And it would, I think it would change the way you feel a little bit. It might pull you up out of that room, out of that darkness there. Don't let this, I feel like don't let it bury you. You have the Two of Swords here, Pisces. You know, there's decisions here. I feel like you're like, you don't want to do something about the situation, but on the other hand, I want to go all out and change the situation. Feels like there's no middle ground. It's like either leave my situation or go full force trying to change it. And there's no like let's do this and that and figure it out. You're like, I feel like someone here may be just getting on overload on your person, and because you think that that's going to cause more excitement in your relationship. I think that isn't true. I think that that's not the way to go. You need to sit down, talk with them, and you can taking little steps. That's what I want to say. Will be a better option. You have the Four of Swords here. Another sign of needing to rest, needing to nurture yourself. If you have been through a breakup recently, you do need to, I think you do need to do like some spa day kind of thing. I don't think laying up in a dark room is going to help you at this point. You take so long to grieve it, and then you gotta move on from whatever has happened here. Let's see here. I'm gonna pull a few clarity cards here for you, Pisces. Try to clarify this up a little bit because it is a little hazy. I'm really focusing on someone having some loneliness issues, and let's see what we got going on here. Tree of Life in the reverse. Interesting. Oop. And the Lovers. Oh. I suddenly felt like this is the young version of you and your person, and this is the marriage version here, and this may be this Tree of Life in the reverse. I'm not liking that too much either. It makes me feel like when it's in the reverse, it makes me feel like not having a good connection with your family, possibly. You have the Six of Cups here. This may be someone coming back in here. This is odd because it looks like new love, new connections. And then you have Six of Cups, which is kind of like somebody coming on in here, coming back in. So if you are single, you may have someone re-entering your life someone you already know, or I don't know if you know them, but I feel like someone that you were acquainted with in the past coming back in here, and this may be this new love here. So be mindful of that. If anybody pops their head back up, or I feel like saying to someone, because the Hierophant can have to do with higher learning and all that stuff. 2. So I'm almost feeling like someone's going to take some classes. Maybe you're doing like a furthering your education, and someone will maybe that you used to know from school will happen upon you because they take these courses as well. Very interesting. You have the Star card. I feel like there is a there's a lot of positive energy coming in here for you guys. It feels like there's a lot of getting over something. It could be a relationship. It could be just something that happened. You know, it doesn't matter about that. That puts you in this dark spot here, some of you. But I feel like the universe is pouring life energy back into you at some point here. It feels like that you're going to come up out of this and you're going to be unscathed, as much as unscathed as we can be, I suppose. No, I'm going to grab some message cards for you guys as well. So heads up, watch out guys for somebody re-entering your life from the past. You may not even have known this person well, but I feel like it'll bring back some memories for you. And this person may offer you know, want to go out with you or ask you to go do something. Very interesting. Okay, what else do we have here for Pisces before I close the reading? Grounded. Keep to your roots and stand taller than the trees. I'm going to put this right here. I don't know. I feel like there may be something else here. Let me see. What else do you have for Pisces here, Spirit? Ooh. Origins. Remember your roots. I'm going to put this right here. Resilient. Wow. Stay as strong as evergreen trees. I'm going to put this right on top of the resilience. The resilient card up here. Resilience and resilient. Stepping back into yourself. Remembering who you are and what you're worth. Someone got knocked down a few pegs when they were in a relationship, their last relationship. Maybe it made you feel like you weren't worth anything and cut you down. That might be where this this darkness is coming from here too. Anything else here for Pisces? Uncertainty. The shades of gray within the fog will eventually lift. And I'm going to put this right here. I feel like I have to put it down there. I feel like someone's going to come in here and give you more clarity on what you want in life. This may even, you know, if we're talking about this ho-hum relationship as well, this might not be, well, I don't want to say this. This might not be just about new love in that. It could be the spark being brought back in because you have a conversation with someone that's going to come in and from the past, possibly want to just, you know, go have a coffee with you or meet with you, whatever, have lunch. And something they say will urge something in you to renew something about your relationship. It's so weird, but that's what it is. All right, Pisces, that's it for this read. Please like, share, subscribe. Join my community here if you want to. Tap that bell icon for notification of future uploads. Have a great week, and I will see you next video.